I woke up in Chris Brown's body. Oh, hey. How are you priming yourself? How are you priming yourself for your nights out? Well, one of the ways I like to do it is sing. I do a barrage of different things. I like to sing to sort of like, again, put myself in that mode, because you're not gonna always, like, you don't snap your fingers and all of a sudden you're ready to do this shit. All of a sudden you're ready to throw on some safety glasses and put on a lab coat and throw a QR code on your back. You don't just snap. And now that's what you're ready to do. No, well, sometimes, but sometimes you can start out motivated. But how likely is that to happen? You know, and if that doesn't happen, it's okay. What you're gonna find, if you haven't already, is that I've created downloadable content, and of that content, I've created an opportunity for you guys to go and check out some of the psychological exercises that I like to do to prime myself. I'll share one with you as we're getting started in this video. So one of those things I like to do, of course, like I said, to start out, singing. But another one, if you haven't heard me say it already, which you might have, is I like to remind myself that none of my results in life were ever a guarantee, right? So start there. And what that does is it puts you in a moment of presence. It allows you to go, oh wait. Yeah, the last 10 years of my life kind of just, if I look back, hindsight, it really kind of just happened. Especially since I didn't go about it in a way that was strategic at all. I kind of just did it. Now here I am 10 years later. Didn't even know I'd be here 10 years later, but here I am. So when you remind yourself of that, you go, wait, oh no, that's true. None of my results that I have now were actually guaranteed. And even if they were, or rather, even if I did do something to help myself get to where I am, or if there was some goal that 10 years ago I set and somehow I got near it, if not the exact goal, there was nothing that I could have done to get it perfectly, because no matter what you plan to do, that shit is going to turn out how it turns out. That's a fact. You can get close though. But then from there, what you can do is sort of really ground yourself. Feel the ground beneath your feet, right? What's up, boys? What's happening? Well, yo. But along with that, feel the ground beneath your feet, right? Yeah. But yeah, ground beneath the feet, okay? That makes you remember, oh, I'm just a person, okay? That pulls you back into your body and out of the competition that there is for your focus, for your attention, which is everything around you that is competing for your focus. You guys good?
Are you good, man?
Yeah. How you doing, brother? Yeah. Everything is competing for your focus, for your attention. If it's not the people you pass by, if it's not your personal life, say you came out tonight and something was bothering you. You just weren't in the zone. So that's one of the things you can do to sort of ground yourself and bring yourself to a space where you can enter that space of creativity. Bring yourself into a mental mode of creativity. And the only way to do that is to come out of your environment. Because if you kind of think about it, it's kind of like you're being tossed around like a hacky sack. You know that little game where, I don't know if people still do it, but like you take a hacky sack, you kind of just kick it around. That's what can happen to you in your environment. And it's happening to you on a psychological level if you let it. Because you got this thing pulling at your attention, you got that thing pulling at your attention. And before you know it, you're melting down. I would say that I'm doing okay at this, what's up, boys? Because at this point, that's another thing too, if you haven't heard me say it, if you're afraid of passing people, say hello to them. If you're afraid of passing people while holding the selfie stick and recording yourself, just say hello. Why? Because they want to say hi to you just as much as you should want to say hi to them. And then again, you're going to pass by people who look at you like, who's this guy think he is? But in reality, everybody wants to be able to do what you're doing. Self-expression. Who doesn't these days want to create content? Everybody wants to. But how are you differentiated from the next person who wants to create content? Because again, everybody wants to. What differentiates you? Well, consistency, belief in oneself. And while that sounds cheesy, it is. But to take that a step further, what are you going to have to do? Well, what I recently discovered, which is gradually leading me into the subject for the night, but you're going to need a little more than understanding that consistency is important. Because what does that even mean? Well, for me personally, let's dig into that. For me, what I realize that means is that I'm going to have to stop trying different things at a certain point. Now, I know everybody says, try this angle, try that angle, try this angle. But what I've realized for me is that can very quickly cause me to become very discouraged. Well, why? Because you try different angles, or I try different angles, and what happens is I might see success in this angle, but then another angle, I won't see it. Hey, how's it going? What up? Oh, you want to wave? How was everybody's holiday?
Hey, go Wild!
Yo.
I'm sorry.
Did you guys go anywhere?
Yes.
For the holidays?
And the Wild beat the Canes. Wild beat the Canes.
Dope. I didn't get to go nowhere. Oh, happened?
I hate to break it to you, but it was a shutout. Wild beat the Canes, baby. Let's go Wild.
Wait, who was your team?
Wild.
Wild?
Minnesota Wild.
I like that jersey, bro.
Wild.
That jacket.
The Minnesota Wild beat the shit out of the Carolina Canes. I hate to break it to you. I'm sorry. I don't know if you're from around here or not, but
I am.
oh, yeah.
That's okay.
But you don't follow the NHL very often.
Let's do a song, guys.
All right, let's go.
You are
Okay, sing it.
Oh.
my fire, my one desire. Believe
Sing it.
when I say I want it that way. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartbreak. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never. Thanks, guys.
Dude, hey, you're the best. Hey, you're
I appreciate
awesome,
you. I
man.
appreciate
Hey,
you.
you're awesome.
Are you guys leaving?
Yeah, we're just about to head out. Go back
Okay.
go back to the room, you know.
Yeah. Before it gets crazy, right?
Yeah.
I got you. Well, I appreciate you guys being in the video.
You're great.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a good night.
You're great. You gotta send that to me.
Give her a hug, brother.
Yeah.
Give me a hug.
Like
You get
an
one
ad?
too, my guy.
Give me a
You get
Like
one
an
too.
at or something? Like
Yeah.
an at?
My IG is on my back.
Oh, scan it.
So like this video will be on there.
All right, I got you.
That's Dexter.
Brother
That's
Dex.
Dexter. I hope not. I hope not.
Wait, you guys aren't old enough to know the OG Dexter, are you? How old are you guys?
Dude,
I
fuck
know
the new
Dexter.
Dexter. The brand new one you just saw come out. I just saw my first commercial
The
for
Cartoon Network Dexter.
Oh,
The Cartoon Network guy.
My heart and warms my heart. Did you know about Cartoon Network?
What?
Thank you. Thank you.
Look,
Right.
everybody else that I passed by, they're like, "Oh, the Netflix
that. That's
Dexter."
because
Oh
everybody
I'm
here
like-
is in high school. That's because
I'm
everyone
talking
here is
so
in high
wrong.
school.
Bro,
I'm talking about
Every,
wrong.
or not high school, but damn college. Everyone here is in damn college.
it's like if you don't know the Cartoon Network Dexter, I don't even want to talk to you.
Not a real.
No, I'm joking. I'm
Dexter's
joking.
Laboratory, baby. Come on.
With Sister Dee Dee.
Hey,
All right, take it easy, guys. Be safe. Oh dear. Where was I? Goggles fogging. Yeah, so that's where I was. So I would try one angle, have success there, but then what would happen is that over time of trying that angle, whether that would be I'm gonna go socialize over here, I'm gonna record my video this way, I'm gonna wear this lab coat, wear my goggles like this, or wear the hat like that. What's up, boys?
What's up, man? How you doing,
Doing
brother?
all right, brother? But then what would happen over time is as I would have success doing it that way, or whatever way it was I was doing, whatever method, I would become too reliant on that method, which is okay. What up? Which at a certain point that would be okay. But then what would happen is as I got too reliant on doing something that way, or having to have something happen a specific way, I would get too in my head if my results didn't turn out that way, thinking that 2 and 2 had to be 4 every single time, which what I'm learning now is as long as you stick to a method and you keep trying that shit, what up? You keep doing it that way, over time you master that method to the point where now you can't be stopped. Now you can't not have that result that you were after, is because you were practicing it. What's up? Yeah. Trying to get that content. You got it. How y'all doing? Yes, sir. But you get to the point where that result, it's almost like it can't evade you, because you've done it one way for so long that it's inevitable that you're going to have the result, that you sort of fine-tune your methods and fine-tune your efforts to the point where, again, that result that you're after just can't get away from you. New York, these streets will make you feel brand new. Sweet lights will inspire you. So, having a need for a specific result, it can really play with your confidence, because seeing that result time and time again, sometimes you'll see it one way, it'll present itself another way at another time. But then what will happen sometimes when you don't have that result the way that you were used to having it, or however often you would have that result, what you'll start seeing as you get in your head about it, because you'll feel that your confidence relies on that result. What happens is, if you don't learn to have that confidence naturally within yourself, with or without that result, what happens is you go into a place of needing again. And when you're in that place of needing again, you lose out on the creativity that, caused that result in the first place. That looseness, that relaxation, that sort of natural spark that caused you to have that result in the first place. Now, you can get to a point where that result becomes more of a method over where it gets kind of natural. Kind of, you think about Kobe, right? Obviously, he would practice a shot the same way, until eventually now that's his shot. He sort of made it his own versus something that he kind of got lucky and just did, or versus something that he kind of, was, something that he was successful at kind of intermittently. But versus being intermittent, now he's worked it into it's his natural state. He's going to have that result naturally more often than not because he's done it enough times to where it's sort of just, again, it's just very, very naturally. He doesn't have to think about it as much as he would have initially when it was practice. But that's all this is just practice. Again, so the practice that I'm sort of getting at each time that I step out, for me, is going to be practicing not needing a topic, which, starting out today, I had a topic. There was something that I wanted to discuss, and I'm discussing it. But if you can sort of take note of what's happening even as I'm discussing it, I'm finding it very hard to branch the concepts. And that's because this whole thing started from me not having very much freedom from outcome. Now, I don't need the result, but what's making it harder is that my attention is being grabbed at. Even on a very minuscule level, my attention is being grabbed at. I am just a little bit worried about what others might think, how I might be perceived. I did get a couple laughs earlier, which I've learned to brush that off, but it does still pick at you a little bit if you don't come from a place of being okay with others in your environment. Now, what'll come from that being okay with others being in your environment is that you're going to get to a place where you can sort of behave as though you're by yourself. You can get to a point where what would have come out of you naturally without you trying is just now going to come out of you naturally without trying, because, again, you're behaving as though there's no one else here. And the better you can get at behaving as though no one else is here, which is going to happen for you over time, the better you can sort of be natural about it, right? And what inevitably will happen too is that folks will see you and they'll be able to tell that you really are doing what you naturally would be doing, with or without them seeing you, with or without them having an opinion. It'll be very, very natural. And so again, branching the concepts while you're talking is a challenge. It's a challenge because, again, we need it to be perfect. We need to have it where everyone who views us as this like superhero, which, believe it or not, some people do. Have you ever seen somebody running? You ever seen somebody who was slightly overweight, and you kind of looked at them like, you're kind of happy for them. You sort of cheer them on in your head, and you weren't judging them. Well, some people might judge, but they're only judging because they're ashamed of their own shortcomings. What up, brother? Yeah. Yep. But I think those that judge, they're actually ashamed of their own shortcomings, because when they see you doing what it is that you want to do, and you're okay with what, how you might be perceived, it reminds them of that thing that they're afraid to do because of how they might be perceived, or what might be said, or who might think what, who might say what. And it triggers them because you're a walking reminder of that thing that they're avoiding. And when you're a walking reminder of that thing that they're avoiding, it hurts, right? And so it'll hurt them more than it'll hurt you whenever you can feel the judgment, or whenever you can hear negativity behind you, or say you're approaching some folks and they're kind of giving you this weird look. It's not a personal thing, but it's a personal thing because it's not you, it's more so them. They're more so upset at themselves because they're not attacking that thing that they knew they should have been. There's a lot of different things that you can do or sort of remind yourself of just as a mental exercise. And as I've been talking on that topic, just remember, everybody wants to talk to you, right? It's just not everyone shows that to you in the same way. There are folks that are happy to speak with you. There are some that are uncomfortable with speaking to you because not everyone likes pattern interruption. And so you're gonna come across every type. The ones that are just so cool that, you know, they're gonna look at you like you're weird, like they're the cool ones, and you can tell who's used to being the cool one because what you're doing is threatening what they've established, or what was established to them was the cool thing. And when they see you comfortable doing what it is that you're doing, it threatens what it is that was established to them as the cool thing.
Can we get on the line?
Absolutely. What up, boys?
From Cali over here.
Hey, there you go.
Carolina, what's up, brother?
There you go.
How you doing,
How long y'all here for? What up?
Another week? A little over a week.
Cool.
You from out here, man?
Yeah, I'm from right here. So this is probably you guys' first weekend out here?
Second. We were
Second?
out here for New Year's, yeah.
It was, man, down this way, I think.
Down this way?
But you've been passing them. I know you've been passing them.
Hey, can we pause the line?
Yeah, what's up?
Can we pause the line?
Oh, yeah. Pause it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it.